So, welcome everyone to this question and answer session on data science and big data hosted by Edvancer. My name is Atash Shah and I'll be your guide for today. What's the agenda for the day? Let me just briefly take you through that. So, initially, give us a few moments to introduce ourselves, who we are, what do we do. Uh, Post that, we will take you through some of the details of our course, which is the Certified Data Science Specialist course, and the Wiley Edvancer Certified Big Data Expert course. Then we'll take you through a section on careers in data science and big data, show you some, data points on how careers in this space are panning out. And then I will open up the floor for questions. So any question that you may have, kindly hold on to it till the end of this session so that a lot of your questions will definitely get answered during the course of this presentation which I'm making. Any question beyond that, I'll happily take it up as soon as I open up the floor for questions. Okay, so do be patient till that point of time, just about another 30 minutes or so. So about Edvancer, we are an IIT alumni venture, and what we are creating is a data science knowledge hub which meets the learning needs for all data science and big data enthusiasts and professionals. If any of you has gone through the popular Analytics India magazine and Analytics with their websites and portals, you would notice that they have rated us as one of India's top analytics and data science training institutes. CIO Review magazine rated us as one of India's 50 most promising big data companies. Silicon India gave us the Big Data Training Institute of the Year award. So these are all third party testaments to our capabilities in terms of training people in this field of data science and big data. What we do is we provide online training in this field so that you can learn anytime and from anywhere. And how exactly you can do that, we will come to shortly. Over the last 3.5 to 4 years, we have trained almost 4,000 people now globally in data science and big data. And they are all, I would say, uh, kind of examples of our capabilities in terms of training in this field. Who am I? My name is Atash Shah, and I am the co-founder and CEO at Edvancer. I have over 6 years of experience in the investment banking industry. I worked with global investment banks like Lehman and Nomura. I'm a postgraduate in management from IIM Lucknow and also an engineer from Mumbai University. My co-founder on the analytics vertical is Mr. Lalit Sachan. He has over 5 years of experience in the world of data science, and he has worked on projects, end-to-end analytics projects. He has completed his post-graduation from Indian Statistical Institute, Calcutta, and he's a BTech from IIT Kanpur. Pardon. So what is the Certified Data Science Specialist course all about, for which we are, holding this session and this Q&A session along with our big data program? So this is a comprehensive course in data science, and this is a course meant for anyone who is interested in creating a career in data science or learning what data science is all about, but is starting from scratch, right? Starting from or has no background in data science as such. Here you learn how to solve business problems through data science techniques, through machine learning techniques, through statistical techniques, using various tools such as SQL, R, SAS, and Python. So in this course, we don't just train you separately on the tools or separately on the theoretical concepts. We combine the two and train you in a very, very practical and hands-on manner so that you are able to actually solve business problems, which is the essence of data science. So here you are going to learn through over 20 real world case studies, and you'll be working on 9 different projects. These case studies and projects, multiple case studies and projects, will give you a huge amount of hands-on experience, which is what employers require today, right? And these are some things which you can actually mention on your CV and give your CV a very heavy data science feel to it, which will enable you to get multiple, interview opportunities. The course is designed in such a way that it will deliver data science professionals who are well armed to start, delivering on the job on day one. So you don't really need to be trained on anything else post this to start your career and start delivering in data science projects on data science projects from joining itself. And this is what companies and employers love. They love people, love to hire people who can start working for them on day one itself. They don't really want to spend time and money, hiring someone and training someone who is not into data science or doesn't know anything about data science. That is where these companies prefer to hire from training institutes like ours. And this is again where you people stand a very good chance of starting your careers in data science. So the course has been designed by industry veterans who have 30 years of experience between them, and they know exactly what employers require, and they have put the same things into the course content and the course design. What are the details about the course, or how does this course exactly work? So we deliver this course through two different options. One is the live instructor-led online class. The other is the self-paced video-based plus faculty support option. In the first option, which is the live instructor-led online class, we have the mode of learning is 120 hours of live instructor-led classes held online. So today, all of you are sitting in this live online class. I'm your faculty for this particular, class today or this particular session. And similarly, each and every session of yours over 120 hours would be held, right? Apart from that, you will get 20 hours of video-based learning on some aspects of data science. How do you exactly get support for doubts and questions? So you get live in-class doubt solving, and we also have a question and answer forum where you can put up your questions during the week, and we can also help you over email or schedule phone calls, etc. So today I have asked you to ask your questions only at the end of this session, but during our actual course, actual classes, when we have far fewer people, we will be able to answer each and every one of your questions as soon as they are asked, right? So just like a normal classroom, uh, you can raise your hand, ask your question, and it gets answered. Similarly, it will happen here also. How long is this course for? So it's a 20 weekend schedule. So we have classes, or these live classes are held only on weekends, that is Saturday and Sunday, over 20 such weekends. So you will have a total of 40 hours, 40 classes of 3 hours each. The access to this program is lifetime access to all the material is provided to you on our learning management system. We have a comprehensive LMS where you will get access to recorded videos of your classes, so that if you miss any class, or if you want to revise what happened in the class or what was taught in the class, or you are preparing for interviews after the course has ended and you want to go back to what was taught in the class, all that is made possible by providing you the recordings of these classes for your lifetime. This is something which is just not going to happen in a physical classroom, right? Uh, the certification is provided to you through a project-based evaluation. As I mentioned, you have 9 projects to work on, and once you complete a certain number of mandatory projects, we will give you our certificate. Now, given that this certificate is based on a project-based evaluation, this is something which companies actually prefer, because they know that you have been evaluated on your hands-on capability of working in data science and not just through a theoretical exam. And hence, when you go with our certification into the market, it will be highly regarded. The fees for this program originally is 66,000 rupees plus taxes, GST. But this last week of September, we are celebrating our 4th foundation day or 4th birthday, and we are offering you a special discount of 40% on the course fee. So that will work out to 39,500 rupees plus taxes only. And all you need to do is pay 5,000 right now to reserve your seat for this next batch of hours, which starts on 14th of October, timings being 2 to 5 in the afternoon. The self-paced video-based plus faculty support option is where you do self-learning through 140 hours of recorded class videos at your pace and time. Right? So you don't attend any live classes. You go through recorded class videos at your own pace and time. There is no deadline. There is no timeline. You can learn as and when you want, as quickly as you want or as slowly as you want. The faculty support, obviously, since you're not attending the live classes online, is provided to you through our question and answer forum and also through email and scheduled phone calls with a 24-hour lag. As I said, no deadlines. You learn at your own pace and time. The access and certification remain the same as in the live online classes. And the fees, am I audible to all of you? Is there any audio issue? Am I audible to you guys? Yes? Okay, okay. All right, thank you. Maybe just a blip in the audio. Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying that, in the self-paced video-based plus faculty support option, you get to learn through 140 hours of recorded class videos. You're not attending any live classes. You're just going through the recorded videos of these live classes at your pace and time without any deadlines or timelines. The faculty support is provided to you through our question and answer forum and through email and scheduled phone calls with a 24-hour lag. The timelines, or rather the access and certification process, remain the same as the live online class. That is a lifetime access and a project-based evaluation. The fees again for this course originally is 50,000 plus taxes. Currently, as I said, for our fourth foundation day till 30th of September, we are offering it at a 40% discount. So that works out to 29.90 plus tax. So do take advantage of this discount. This is a one-time discount that we usually offer in a year. So make sure that you avail this offer. Here there are no batches. You start anytime you want. So if you want to start right now, today itself, you can do that. So what exactly are you going to learn in our data science specialization program? So initially we'll take you through an introduction to analytics. We'll talk about a case study which which explains to you how analytics projects actually work. Then you can go through about 6 hours of videos on SQL at your time and pace. Then we'll take you through the most popular tool used in the world of data science today, which is R. So you'll learn the basics of the R language over about 10 hours or so. Then we'll set the base of business analytics. We'll take you through basic statistics. We'll take you through how to visualize data using R over 10 hours. Then we'll train you on how to clean data using R over the next 6 hours. So about 15 hours or so we'll cover on or I would say about 25 hours we'll cover on the basics of the R language and some aspects of statistics. Then we'll take you through the core of this course, which is predictive analytics, predicting what is going to happen in the future based on the data that you are analyzing. And that is more about advanced statistical techniques, which we will train you on over the next I would say, 30 hours or so, along with a comprehensive real world case study discussion. Then we'll cover another extremely popular tool used in the world of data science, which is SAS. We'll train you on SAS and all the things that you have learned in R. We'll also show you how to implement in SAS over the next 15 hours. And then we'll train you on Python and machine learning. So I'm sure a lot of you would have heard what exactly is machine learning, or rather heard what is machine learning and about machine learning. So this is something which is catching the fancy of the entire world today. And machine learning is supposed to, drive a lot of businesses, drive a lot of change in businesses, etc. Create new technologies altogether like self-driving cars. And that is what you are going to learn here in this course over the next 48 hours. So all in total about 120 hours of learning plus about another 20 hours of videos we'll provide to you on some of these topics. Uh, let's come to the next course, which is on big data, which is the Wiley Edvancer Certified Big Data Expert course. So in this course, we offer you a globally recognized certificate in big data through our tie-up with the world's largest education company, Wiley. So this is an outcome-oriented, globally, industry-specific program for developing skill sets in big data technologies. Uh, Now, some of you may not know what exactly is big data. So big data is basically obviously huge amounts of data, but it is also data which is in very varied formats and which is being generated at high speeds, right? So a lot of data being generated in a short time in extremely varied formats, etc. Unstructured data, that is known as big data, and that requires specific technologies to be able to handle, store, and process it so that it can be analyzed in a much quicker time frame than traditional technologies are able to provide. So in this course, you are going to learn the Hadoop ecosystem hands-on from the basics. You are going to learn to process and analyze structured and unstructured data. And this course will create professionals in big data, again, who are well armed to deliver on the job on day one, right? Just give me 1 second. I'll just be silent for a few seconds. Yes, guys, I am back. So this is a course which is meant to, train you on how to and eventually process and analyze huge amounts of unstructured data, and is oriented towards what is known as data engineering. That is creating pipelines, creating technologies, and architecting technologies, developing, some programs and jobs to be able to collect such huge amounts of data, store such huge amounts of data, process the unstructured data into structured data so that it can be analyzed, and do that analysis in a very quick manner. Now imagine if you have, terabytes and petabytes of data, which is in very varied formats, needed to be analyzed in a very quick time. Traditional technologies like data warehouses, databases, etc., will not help. That is where Hadoop, which is a software framework, comes into the picture. And sorry, excuse me. That is where Hadoop comes into the picture. Hadoop is a software framework which contains various tools within its ecosystem and which helps you to work with such huge amounts of data. Again, a similar pattern to how the earlier course works, both options, live instructor-led online class and self-paced learning with faculty support. So this is a 42 hours long program. In the live format, it's done over 7 weekends. Uh, and the access, the certification process all remain the same. The certification here, of course, apart from a project-based evaluation, the Wiley certification is provided to you after you give the examination with Wiley, right? So this examination happens periodically over the year, and you can appear for that examination as per the scheduled date and get the Wiley certification, which is highly industry recognized. The fees again for this program originally on the live format is 30,000 plus taxes, but currently we are offering the 35% discount on the live format, which works out to 19,500 plus taxes. Our next batch starts on the 7th of October. The timings are in the morning 9 to 12. On the self-paced front, the fees are 15,400 plus taxes post the discount till 30th of September. What exactly do you learn in the big data program? So here you're going to, we'll give you an introduction to what exactly is big data. We'll train you on how a big data ecosystem can be managed. Then we'll take you through the various aspects of the, Hadoop framework. So how does Hadoop store its data, which is the Hadoop distributed file system? We'll take you through what is known as a NoSQL database, which is HBase. the Hadoop, or rather the computing algorithm which is used in Hadoop, which makes the data processing very quick, and can you can parallelly process all that data across a cluster of servers, which is where MapReduce comes in. And then there are various other tools like Hive, Pig, Ozy, Zookeeper, Scoopflume, Yarn, Storm, Scala, and Spark, which we'll be training you on over 42 hours. Now, this course is clearly meant for those who have some kind of a programming background, right? Be it in any language. As long as you know some programming language, then you can definitely do this course. This is not meant for people, this course is not meant for people who don't have that kind of a background. So here you will also get access to a cloud-based Hadoop cluster for 6 months to practice on large data sets. So our faculty who take up these courses or who deliver these courses and train you on the same are all industry professionals who have 4 to 10 years of experience in data science and big data across various domains. So they have been working in various, solving various business problems across marketing, finance, supply chain, retail, telecom, etc. Apart from their years of industry experience, they also have a lot of training experience, and they have trained thousands of students between them. So not only do they know their subject well, they also know how to train people on that subject. And that is what makes a good, faculty. Someone who not only knows his area, but also is able to impart the knowledge of that area to people who don't know anything about it. So, in terms of their educational backgrounds, they come from premier institutes like IITs, ISI, BITS, NITs, top universities of this country. And today I can proudly say that Edvancer has some of the best faculty in this industry. These are some of our clients on the corporate front, whom not only we train on these specific courses, but we also help them hire from our student base. So the who's who of this industry, companies like Ernst& Young, PwC, Deloitte, Microsoft, GE, Colgate-Palmolive, HP, they're all our clients apart from many, many other companies. So let's move to the section on careers in data science and big data. So what's the market buzz on data science and big data like? So worldwide, the big data analytics market is expected to grow to $203 billion by 2020, according to the International Data Corporation. That's a big, huge market. IBM says that 83% business leaders globally have identified analytics as their top priority. McKinsey talks about a shortage of 1.5 million analytics professionals by 2018. Times of India put out a report saying that India has become a global analytics hub, which means that a lot of the projects around the world are now getting outsourced to India as far as data science is concerned, just like it used to happen in the IT industry or continues to happen in the IT industry. Next big job boom is in analytics, 250,000 job openings over next 2 years, according to DNA. Starting salaries in the region of 5 to 9 lakhs per annum. So a lot of buzz around this sector as far as job opportunities, career opportunities, growth is concerned. And this sector is still somewhat very, very new. It's only about 6 7 years old now, and the growth has just started off. This growth is likely to continue easily over the next 10 to 15 years. So if any one of you has gone through Indeed.com, which is a global job portal, they provide something called as a job trends engine. In that job trends engine, if you put in a word or a term in inverted quotes, it tells you how the number of jobs for that particular term have moved over the last few years, or how have they grown or degrown. So if you put in data science in inverted quotes, this is the kind of graph that you see. A graph which has been increasing for the last more than 3 years now, and will continue to increase at least over the next 5 to 10 years in terms of growing number of job opportunities in this sector. As per a study by Accenture, they've tried to figure out what do data science earn in India, And what they found was that at the entry level, which is the fresher level, freshers get paid 6 to 8 lakhs per annum. This is twice the salary which freshers get paid in IT companies. At a lateral level, which is about 3 to 5 years of experience, you can expect 15 to 25 lakhs per annum. And with more than 5 years of experience, you can easily look at 20 plus or 25 plus lakhs per annum. So salaries in this sector are very, very high, much higher than traditional industries. And they are only increasing because of a huge shortage of people in this industry. There are many more jobs than qualified people, and hence companies are ready to, poach people at 60, 70%, 80% pay hikes. Many of our students have got jobs at a 50 to 100% pay hike also. So we recently did a study with Analytics India magazine in terms of what the job market for analytics and data science looks like in India. And this is what we found in terms of when we looked at the data for number of jobs, new job openings getting created each month. So over the last 3 years, this graph has just gone up, and over the last 1 year or so, it has completely gone up in or shot up in terms of the new job openings each month. So there are probably now, I would say, 10 times the number of job openings in analytics each month as they were about 2 years ago. And this kind of trend is only going to continue, and probably 2 years down the line there will be at least 5 to 7 times the number of jobs as there are now. So where are the jobs mainly located in India? So Bangalore, especially being the IT hub, gets has again a lot of data science companies setting up over there. So Bangalore has the most number of jobs in data science, or I would say contributes 25% of the overall jobs in India. Closely followed by Delhi, then Mumbai, then Hyderabad, then Pune. So clearly, Bangalore, Delhi, and Mumbai make up almost 60% of the jobs available in India as far as data science and big data is concerned. Which are the most popular tools in the world of data science as far as demand is concerned? Or rather, I mean, if you go through job descriptions, which are the most asked for tools? So R and Python obviously are the most popular tools, closely followed by Hadoop and SAS. So for any data scientist, it is especially important to know R, Python, and SAS. And for a big data professional, Hadoop and Spark are the two tools which are absolutely necessary to even be called a big data, professional. Which are the companies hiring in data science and big data? So across the board, there is demand across industries, right? Data science and big data are not restricted to any particular industry as such. Business problems are everywhere. Data is available with companies across industries, and hence there are data science opportunities everywhere. So the entire IT industry is hiring in a big, big way. I was just in a conference held in Bangalore over the last couple of days, and I met with many, many companies, especially from the IT industry. And they are looking to hire people in the thousands and thousands as far as data science is concerned over the next 1 to 2 years. And, for them, for the IT industry, given that their core technology and core business is slowing down, data science is the next big growth opportunity for them, and they are investing significantly in that. So that is where you'll have huge number of job opportunities already available and coming up from all kinds of companies in the IT industry. Uh, then there are the analytics outsourcing and consulting firms, companies like Mu Sigma, Fractal Analytics, Latent View, which do only analytics consulting and outsourcing work. And all these companies are now 1,000 plus or close to reaching 1,000 plus in terms of employee size. You have uh, KPOs like Genpact, WNS, which are, I would say, having large analytics and data science teams again, because again, for them, this is a great big growth opportunity, and that is where they are setting up huge teams too. The retail sector is a big user of data science, and the world's largest retailers like Target and Walmart, they actually have their data science teams sitting in India. So they have teams in Bangalore and in Gurgaon. And Indian retailers are also catching up. Consulting companies, PwC, KPMG, Deloitte, Boston, BCG, ENY, they are all our clients and we know them. We have trained hundreds of their employees in data science so far. And a lot of their strategy consulting work is now moving into more of data analytics consulting work. And that is where they are also shifting their business model, hiring more people in analytics itself. The telecom sector is a big generator of data. They generate petabytes of data every year, and for them, using big data and data science tools is a must. So they again have a lot of opportunities in this area. Financial services is one of the largest users of data science because they collect the most amount of data across any industry. In fact, financial services has probably been using statistical analysis for decades now. So all the global banks anyways have their, teams again in India, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Gurgaon, Mumbai, etc. And even Indian banks are, creating teams now for analytics. Healthcare is a nascent sector for data science, but a very quick and fast growing sector. And there will be, large opportunities coming up in this area also. For e-commerce and social media, analytics and data science is actually their bread and butter. For internet startups, mobile app-based startups, without analytics, they can't even survive. In fact, a lot of the analytics advances and innovations happen in companies like Google, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. And for them, data science is actually their core business. Just excuse me. Sorry. Yeah. So across the board, there is hiring and opportunities available. Now, just a caveat, what you see here is not an exhaustive list. There are many more industries and many more companies hiring here. This is just some examples which we have provided to you. So just some, frequently asked questions by you guys before I move on to the question and answer part. Uh, One of the most frequently asked question is, do the courses require a programming background? So as I explained earlier, only our big data expert course, the widely advanced certified big data expert course, requires a programming background. The data science course does not need a programming background. We are teaching everything from the basics onwards. Another frequently asked question is, I don't come with a statistical or mathematical background. Will I be able to work in data science or do the course? So to them, I would say that 99% of our students do not have such a background. We teach everything from the basics onwards, and hence you are going to be able to learn well. All you need to do is practice, right? Uh, Another question is, what is the salary I can expect after the courses? So while I cannot, mention individual salaries to all of you, uh, what I can say is, based on our experience or what our students get, they get a 40 to 100% hike in their existing salary. If someone is a fresher here, does not have an existing salary, then as I said earlier, about 5 lakhs per annum is what they can expect on average. So your salary, of course, will depend on your background, your company, your job role, many other things, location, etc. So one cannot really provide exact figures here. And which course should I go in for is another question people are generally, or another aspect people are generally confused about. So while it obviously depends on your own background, as I said, opt for the big data expert course if you have a programming background or knowledge, and if you are interested in leveraging your experience in IT software while moving your career to the world of data science. So even big data as such is a part of the whole world of data science. Data science is like the mother term, right? So if you want to move your career to data science but want to leverage your experience in IT, software development, etc., then take up the big data expert course. Otherwise, you can opt for the data science program. So I'll open up the floor for questions, and in the meantime, just a few testimonials of a few chosen students which you can go through on your screen in front of you. I'll open up the floor for questions now. What I'll do is I'll take up the questions one by one in the order that they come. So if your question you find is not getting answered, it is simply because it is down the list and I will come to it, right? So please be patient. Don't repeat your questions again. So I'll just pause for 30 seconds while some questions come in. Okay, the first question is from Sandeep Pandey. He says he has sales experience of 5 years and now wants to make a career without any tech background. Is it okay for me? So Sandeep, as I said, if you don't have a tech background, don't worry. The data science course is open to anyone and everyone. And the world of data science also, requires people who have a lot of domain business knowledge itself, which you will have working in sales for so long. So definitely what you need to do is obviously add the skill sets of data science to your portfolio, and then you'll be able to shift your career into data science. Balaji, your question is, you have 5 years of experience working as a business analyst in cards and payments. What are your chances of getting into analytics? So Balaji, again, pretty good chances. You have good domain knowledge and experience of the financial services sector, banking sector, and people like you are really sought after because you are able to understand the business well. See, data science is not just about technology and statistics and mathematics, etc. It is also about knowing and understanding the business and domain where you are trying to solve the business problem. So people like you are also highly sought after because you come with the skills in business too. Jaskirat Singh, the duration of the data science program is 120 hours, which is in the live format done over 20 weekends or about 5 to 6 months. Amit, your question is, you're currently working as a C++ developer at Capgemini. If I do this course, will you be able to switch into data science field? Absolutely, Amit. And since you come with a programming background, I would also urge you to look at the big data expert course. That will help you to shift into data science while leveraging your existing experience. Neeraj has a whole list of questions here, so give me a few minutes while I answer all of his questions before I move on to the next person. So Neeraj, your first question is, does knowledge of R suffice in the 10-hour time frame? So Neeraj, sorry for the confusion. Let me just bring up the course curriculum for you. Just hold on. Yeah, it should be on your screen right now. So, you know, what we are teaching in 10 hours is just the basics of R. We are not teaching you in those 10 hours everything about R. In fact, post that, if you look at the curriculum, you will see that whatever we are teaching you is also being done in R. And hence, R covers almost, I would say, 50 to 60 hours in this course. So all the tools, I mean, all the techniques, all the analytical techniques that you are learning, we are also going to train you on how to do them in R. So those 10 hours which you see are only the fundamentals of R, which is the fundamentals of that language, which is what we need to start off with. But after that, we are going to train you on all the other aspects of R also. Uh, does the big data Wiley certification need extra fees? Yes, that's a good question, and sorry for missing out on that. The Wiley certification, you will need to pay an extra 5,000 rupees plus tax to give the exam and get the certificate. Any minimum eligibility for the data science course? Not as such. As long as you are doing your graduation or you have completed your graduation, that's fine. Why Edvancer and not any other free site like Coursera, etc.? Again, a very good question, Neeraj. So the point is, you'll get a lot of free courses from a lot of different providers, Coursera, edX, even on YouTube, you'll find a lot of free videos. But there is a difference between the courses provided at Coursera, edX, and what we provide. And the difference is the difference between courses and training. What they provide is a course. What we are providing you here is training in this area. What we would train people or people working in data science companies is the exact training we are providing to you. And that is why I said, you will be able to start delivering on the job on day one. You go through any other such free courses from Coursera, edX, etc., you really won't either progress beyond the basics, or for some of their courses they won't even teach you the basics. They'll just start off at a high level. So you won't really have that comprehensive knowledge you need to start working in your job. Post those courses, probably you'll come back to us again saying that I have learned something, but I have not learned enough to get a job in this industry. And that is where there is a huge difference between what we provide and what they provide. Apart from that, there are several other differences, like there you don't get any faculty or industry expert support while learning. They are only providing you videos, whereas here you can even opt for live online classes where an industry expert will train you. So that's a significantly added advantage. Obviously, if we are charging something, we are going to add a lot of value to you also for that, which a Coursera or edX or anyone else cannot really provide. Neeraj, your next question is how old is Edvancer and how many batches have passed till date? Okay. So we are 4 years old, as you would see. I mentioned we are celebrating our fourth foundation day this week. And how many batches have passed till date? Honestly, I've lost count of the batches. So I would say more than 100 batches we would already have completed, or probably 150 batches we would already have completed. Do you also help in placements post these courses? So yes, we do provide placement and career assistance. So one thing is we don't provide any guarantees of placement because we are not going to provide you the job, right? It is up to another company to provide you a job. But what we do here is assist you, where we will help you prepare your resume. We will help you prepare for interviews, and companies, as I mentioned earlier, come to us looking for people. We will send your resume across to them. Then it is up to them to select you for interviews and take the process forward. The maximum that any institute in this world can do is get you in touch with companies, get your CV to them on their desk, and get you that chance of an interview. That is what anyone can do as such. uh, your last question is currently how feasible the course will benefit an individual already having 10 plus years of experience in CRM technology. So CRM analytics is a big field also, Neeraj. You might have heard of it, right? What is a CRM? A CRM is a way of collecting data about existing customers or new customers, so that you are able to, contact them and be in touch with them in a better way, understand their requirements in a better way. All that data is actually something that can be analyzed, and you can do a lot of marketing analytics using that data. So you come with a pretty reasonable background, I would say, to get into marketing analytics. Amit, your question is data science analytics field related to IT software? No, Amit, it's not that it is related to IT software. Data science is a completely separate field by itself. Yes, it obviously, you're working on many tools, many languages you will be learning here, but that doesn't make it an IT field. Jaskirat, your question is, can you give examples of what profile one would work in data science versus big data profile? Sure. So Jaskirat, if you learn, let me first explain to you guys here and to also remove the confusion. Data science is the umbrella term. It is the mother term of everything. Within it is the complete field by itself. Within data science, you'll have analytics, predictive analytics, you'll have machine learning, you'll have big data, right? So big data is also a part of the field of data science, except that in our course, we have kept them a bit separate. We have kept big data into a separate course by itself because it requires different kind of skill sets or different kind of prerequisites. Now, in terms of the profile that one would have, if let's say you are working more in the data analysis side of data science, you would probably, you will start off as an analyst or a junior data scientist, move on to become a senior analyst or a kind of data scientist, then move on to become an analytics consultant or a senior data scientist, and so on and so forth. In big data, you will start off working as a developer. There are also administration opportunities there, like database administrators. We have Hadoop administrators also, and we have Hadoop developers. And going forward, there are Hadoop architects, right? So that is the kind of profiles that you would get in these two fields. So in data science, it is more about analyzing the data using statistical and mathematical algorithms. In big data, it is more about developing jobs to process huge amounts of data and create the entire data engineering pipeline. Amit Chavre, your question is data science analytics requiring an IT background? No, Amit, it is not required. Sonal, your question is, I'm having 10 years of IT experience. Should I go for data science or business analytics course? What certification we will get, duration of the course? So Sonal, you have 10 years of IT experience, and hence I suggest you go in for the data science specialization itself, because that will give you far more skill sets, and at your level you will need more and more skill sets in data science to get into a job there, right? So better to have more skill sets, more tools under your belt, more techniques under your belt, rather than a fewer ones. That gets you to apply to many more openings than just a few chosen ones. The certification that you get in data science zonal is Edvancer certificate, and as I had mentioned earlier, this is based on or given after you complete certain number of projects. And because it is project evaluation based, the industry definitely has high regard for this certification. The duration of the program is right in front of you. You can take a look at the same. Bharat, we'll send across the link to the recording to you by, let's say, tomorrow. Sorry. Senthil Kumar, your question is, any idea how is the opportunity for data science at Melbourne, Australia? Okay. Senthil, that's a great question because we get a lot of students from Australia also. And quite clearly, we don't have a personal experience of business over there, but quite clearly from what they tell us, there are, huge opportunities coming up in the data science field in Australia. There are a lot of companies, already having a lot of data and looking to get that data analyzed. So Australia definitely is a big market as far as data science is concerned. I do know several people in the industry who have done many data science projects in Australia while working for Indian companies here. Satish, your question is, you're already experienced in software development with some other language and you want to move to big data. How will you be considered, whether an experienced person or a fresher in the data science world? In that case, how will the companies decide the salary? So Satish, since you already work in software development, your experience will definitely be considered when you move into big data. And as I said, in terms of salary, you'll easily get anything in the region of a 40 to 100% pay hike, depending on profile and company and location, right? So you will definitely be considered as an experienced person, Satish. You don't need to worry about it. Sivaram, your question is, I'm a 5 years .NET developer. I have planned to move to data science. Can I go for big data course? How much salary can I expect as a fresher in big data? So Sivaram, again, since you are working as a developer for 5 years, you won't be considered as a fresher. you can definitely take up the big data course. Some aspects of Java will be required there, which we will, give you videos on to learn from. And since you are already into .NET, I don't think Java will prove to be very difficult for you to quickly learn. You just need to know the basics of core Java, that's all. In terms of salary, again, I'll repeat my earlier answer, which is you can expect a 40 to 100% pay hike in your salary. Shweta, your question is you're working as a project administrator in Oracle. Can I take this course? How useful will it be to grow in my career? So, Shweta, you can definitely take up the course, but since you are working into more of administration, what I would foresee is that probably you will be considered as a fresher when you move into data science or big data, right? Because you don't have that relevant background. So if you're okay with starting your career as a fresher again, definitely you will be able to grow into data science once you join a company, and you can definitely do this course, obviously. Aditya, your question is you are having 6 to 7 years experience in mainframe support currently in IBM, previously Wipro. You want to shift to data science. What are your chances of growth? Please advise. So definitely, Aditya, quite possible for you to, shift your career into data science, given that you're already working into mainframes, handling data, etc. That's a good, I would say, background to have. In fact, for someone like you, even big data could be suitable because you are working in a similar kind of profile, just a different technology. That's all. So look up our courses, see what you are more interested in. Your chances of growth are pretty good. Senthil, you said your background is utilities, working as a billing functional. Can I do data science program or can I do big data? So Senthil, I mean, just to understand, I guess when you say billing functional, you probably don't have too much of a development background or programming background. In that case, I would suggest you stick to data science only. Hema Kumar, your question is you have 14 years of experience in IT plus consulting. Okay. You're a DWBI expert and you have learned Hadoop or Python. Can I apply for data science job now? So, Hema Kumar, since you already have all the relevant skill sets, you can easily apply for jobs. I'm sure you'll get a lot of openings here. Shashwati, your uh, question is you have 3+ years of experience in software industry as a developer, but from last 4 years you're not working. You want to go towards analytics rather than development. So is this course useful for you to get a job again? So Shashwati, yes, we have had a lot of people who have shifted out of development into data science. So that is quite clearly a possibility. In fact, just today we started a batch and there was a lady there who had a 5 year career break after working in the industry. And she is now starting to learn data science with us. If you go through some of the success stories on our website, also you'll see a lady called as Ekta Gupta who had a couple of years break in her career, and after doing our course, she has started working as an analytics professional in the UK. Sharia, your question is you have around 6 years of experience in mainframe. Which one is better for you, big data or data science? So, Sharia, I would say you are suitable for both. You are already working in mainframes, which is all about, data storage, data processing. And even in big data, you will be doing the same, except with a far more modern technology, which is actually replacing mainframes around the world. So Hadoop is actually replacing mainframes in many, many companies and enabling companies to save time and cost. So probably you can look at big data and Hadoop, Sharia. Kranti, you have around 2.5 years experience in Java, currently working for e-commerce based company. How this course is going to be an add-on for your skill set and how much it can be. Okay, the last part of the question wasn't clear, Kranti, but essentially I got your message. So, given that you have 2.5 years of experience in Java, Kranti, you will be highly in demand as far as big data and Hadoop is concerned. A lot of Java professionals get recruited over there, and that is something which is going to add a lot of value to your career because one, it's going to significantly increase your salary. Secondly, it's a far more fast growing career than what ordinary software development using Java is. Today you throw a stone and you hit a Java developer. So companies are not really going to give substantial pay hikes if you are shifting jobs, etc. But the moment you add Hadoop to your skill sets, you will see consultants and recruiters running after you. So quite clearly the value addition is, I would say, career changing for you, life changing for you, Kranti. Kanaka, your question is, you're currently working as a QA lead in manual testing, having 10 years of experience. Will you be able to showcase yourself as a data scientist after this course? So Kanaka, you have a lot of experience in manual testing. So that is something which is not very, very relevant to either data science or big data. So honestly, your full experience will not be considered. Yes, you have 10 years of experience. You are not going to get recruited as a fresher also, but not full 10 years of experience will be considered by your new employer. So do keep that in mind. Amit, your question is, you have overall 10 years of experience in banking software, Finacle. Okay, that's great. Implementation support, migration, and gap analysis training. You have very less knowledge in coding. Which course is best for you? So quite clearly, Amit, you can look at our data science program. That would be the best suited for you. You have a lot of domain knowledge in the banking industry, so that is going to be very helpful when you move into data science. Sonal, your question is how data science is different from business analytics. So again, a good question, Sonal. So business analytics is a part of data science, right? It's a subset of data science. uh, Business analytics deals mainly with statistical techniques, statistical tools like R and SAS, and how to analyze data using these statistical techniques. In data science also comes in what is known as machine learning, which is enabling machines to take decisions on their own and uh, basically learn from newer and newer data on their own. So that is where I would say data science is a far more advanced version of business analytics. Uh, in terms of our course, when we call it the Certified Data Science Specialist course, it is actually a combination of three different courses of ours. So if any one of you has seen our website, you would notice that we have three courses, which is Business Analytics Professional using R and SAS, Data Science using Python, and Data Analysis using SQL. So combining these three courses creates our Data Science Specialization program. Amit, your question is there any live project in big data course? Because if we want to shift our job from one technology to other, we would require the project on big data to explain in interview. Absolutely, Amit. So all across all our courses, you will have projects to work on, including the big data one. Now, it is not necessarily a live project, but it is a real project done for a company in the past, and definitely you can mention about it on your CV. Sonal, your question is what career level can we get if experience in IT for 10 years? So, Sonal, if you have experience in IT for 10 years, I just hold on. Yeah, if you have experience in IT for 10 years, I would say you can probably join at a senior analyst or an analytics consultant kind of level, or even as a senior business analyst, right? There are business analyst roles also in the world of data science. The hierarchy as far as data science roles and jobs across most of the companies is concerned is very flat. So it is not like the IT industry. There are far fewer roles, and obviously if you get a certain role, it doesn't mean that it's a low end role. I mean, a senior analyst in the world of data science is pretty much senior. Senthil, your question is, you're living in Melbourne, hard to attend live training, will prefer recorded class, but can I get live faculty support anytime? No, Senthil. In the self-paced option, you will get faculty support, but it won't be live or anytime. It will be after. You'll get your responses, I would say, within 24 hours, but it's not going to be live. Also, you are in Melbourne. Our courses, our data science program starts at 2 o'clock in the afternoon India time for the next batch, which should be about 6 or 7 your time in the evening. So I would say that could be a pretty suitable time for you to attend the live classes. Is it not? Uh, I'll just take up the next question by Ramchandran. Do you give hands-on experience on projects? So Ramchandran, not sure if you missed my earlier part of this talk, but we provide 20 real-world case studies and 9 projects in our data science specialist course. And even in our big data program, we have multiple, hands-on examples and a project to work on. So this is something which no other institute will give you. 9 projects to work on. No institute will provide you 9 whole projects to work on and 20 real world case studies. Jaskirat, your question is why is that you are recommending big data course for developer experience and not data science? I see development modules in the data science course. Jaskirat, I'm not sure where you see development modules in this course. There is nothing related to development in the data science program. You're not developing any software or tools or any kind of jobs, etc. here. You are plain and simple analyzing data using these tools. Uh, Aditya, your question is your interests are with Python and patterns. Will it be good for me to shift towards becoming data scientist? So Aditya, I don't know your background as such, but if your interest is in, analyzing patterns, figuring out patterns, you're interested in working with Python, then definitely the data science course will be helpful to you. But obviously, to an extent, depends on your background also. Ramchandran, you have 14 years of experience. Is it good for me to start data science course? So Ramchandran, I don't have your background, so can't really tell you whether it is data science or big data you need to go in for. But with 14 years of experience, obviously, the number of jobs for you are more limited than it would be for someone with 5 years of experience. So you do need to keep that in mind that, potentially to be able to shift into data science will take you far longer than for someone who is much junior in terms of, experience. Shaurya, you have 6 years of experience in mainframe. Which one is better? I think I already answered your question, Shaurya. I hope you got that answer. Sonal, the course fees are again in front of you on your screen. You can take a look. And I think Sonal multiple times have mentioned that these are online programs. Okay, Ramchandran, you have 14 years of experience in banking operations. All right. So, Ramchandran, my suggestion to you would be, with such a lot of experience, you should be looking for jobs which are in data science, but within your own industry, which is banking. So concentrate only on financial services and banking related analytics roles because you'll stand a far better chance of moving into that kind of a career rather than shifting not only from banking to data science but also trying to shift your domains, which will make it more difficult. Krishna, your question is you have 10 years of experience in Oracle PL SQL. Can I now move towards data science career? Absolutely, Krishna. So anyways, SQL is a must in data science. So you already have that knowledge and background. So definitely you can, this is more of an upskilling for you, Krishna. Okay, you are upskilling your career into data science from ETL. Sure, Sonal, we'll send across the webinar across to you, recording across to you. Krishna, your question is you want to learn Python using machine language only. So would Edvancer provide any specific course which covers only these two? We do provide a course which is called as the Certified Data Scientist with Python, which covers machine learning and Python only. So that is a course which you can go in for, Krishna. The only thing is, I mean, if you don't have a background in, statistical analysis, you have not worked with R or SAS before, it would make sense to do it as a more comprehensive program rather than, jump straight into machine learning and Python. Machine learning is still fairly more advanced than business analytics, and hence, if you don't have a background in analytics, it would be best to start off with analytics, then move on to machine learning, which is what happens in our data science specialization program. That way, you clearly have a base on which to build on. Neeraj, the projects will be on an individual basis, not on a group basis, because we'll be evaluating you on the projects. Matra, your question is you have 6 years testing experience in IT, but now on a career break. Which course in your program would I suggest to you to jump back into a career as you're not looking to join testing background again? So I would say that the data science program would make more sense for you, assuming that you are into manual testing and not automated testing. So if you're looking to restart your career and you want to start your career again in data science, that is the perfect program for you, which is the data science specialist course. So Ramchandran, yes, in continuation with your early question, as I said, you have to concentrate on the banking analytics domain only to get a job. That way, you definitely won't be considered as a fresher. Sriram, your question is, you are having 10 plus years experience in BP or non-voice, so will you be considered as a fresher? Unfortunately, yes, Sriram, since your experience is not going to be relevant to data science or big data, you will be considered as a fresher. Yogasai Satvik, your question is you're a software QA tester having 3 years experience working in utilities domain web app testing with related data. Upon completion of required skills and knowledge, can I be considered as experienced in data science job? So, Yogasai, this is not where you can consider training as experience, nor will any company consider training as experience. And even if you try to portray it as so on your CV, there are in many cases companies will be able to understand that this is not experience, and hence what we tell our students is at the moment on your CV what you have to showcase is your skill sets and the projects that you have worked on. Those projects itself will showcase to the company that you have good hands-on experience and knowledge, which is what they require. Right. It is not necessary that you should have X number of years of experience in data science or Y number of years. As long as you are able to showcase on your CV that you have that hands-on knowledge and experience, they will at least call you for an interview where you have all the opportunity you need to showcase that you are an equally capable, data scientist. Ramchandran, I have already answered your entire question. Rakesh Shiresh. Okay, I don't know what exactly your name is, but you are not from an IT background. You have done your electronics engineering, electrical and electronics engineering. You're interested in moving to big data. You have a bit of knowledge in C++. How will be my chances in success? So honestly, if you are not very well versed with programming, the big data course and as such as a career will prove to be difficult for you, Rakesh. So I would suggest still that you consider the data science program that will give you many more opportunities, and it will be suitable to an extent to your background. Sorry, just one second. Yeah. Sanika, your question is you have 2 years experience as software tester looking to shift your career into analytics. What are my chances and which course should you go for? So Sanika, since you have only 2 years of experience as a software tester, that's very good because now you can still start your career in data science as a fresher, and hence you'll get many opportunities. The course I recommend for you is the Data Science Specialist program. Sanjeeva, your question is there any EMI option to pay the fee? So Sanjeeva, the EMI option is only available for our Data Science Specialist live online class program, where you can pay the fee in 2 installments. The self-paced programs, you have to pay the full fee upfront because we provide you access to all the course material together. And in Hadoop, there is no installment payment given the smaller amount involved. Shaurya, your question is which one is better to learn, Python or R? So Shaurya, it's not a question of which is better to learn. Both have tremendous number of job opportunities, and today companies prefer that a person whom they are hiring is multilingual in the sense that they know at least a couple of tools, if not more. There are many job openings which, if you're learning only one tool or one thing at a time, you may miss out on many job openings which require the other skill set also. So it is best to add in all the skill sets together, and then you will have the opportunity to apply to many more roles and opportunities which come across. Sivaram, your question is, may I know the career growth in big data? So Sivaram, as far as big data careers are concerned, you initially start off as a big data developer or a big data administrator, and then you move on to becoming a big data architect or a technical architect. You become a senior architect, and then you become the CTO, right? The Chief Technology Officer. So the hierarchy is very small and very short, and you know these are the kind of roles that are available as such. As far as growth in this industry is concerned, it is tremendous, it is booming, and this boom has just started, so it's going to continue for the next 10 years at least. Amit, your question is you want to take the live online classroom training, but currently you have a lot of time to learn. So can I get the videos also so that I can learn fast? So Amit Chauhan, basically as soon as you enroll for the course and pay the fee, we give you access to the previous batches videos also so that you can start your learning immediately. Rockefeller, may I know your name please also? You are focusing on maths with an intermediary programming experience. Would it make a greater data scientist? You have a BSc maths background. So absolutely, I think you have the perfect background to get into data science, right? So you are already into BSc. I mean, you're already in maths. Your educational background is in maths. You have some basic programming experience. So quite clearly, you are a great fit for data scientist. Maruti, your question is you have 8 years experience in data management and sales operations. Can I shift to data science? Maruti, absolutely. You already are working in data management. You have a background in sales. So what you are looking at is more an upskilling of your skill sets into data science itself. So yes, absolutely, you can create a career in data science. Maruti, your question is training only on R and advanced R is enough for data science? No, Maruti, in this data science program, we are not just training you on R. We are training you on statistical techniques, we are training you on SAS, we are training you on various mathematical machine learning techniques, and we are training you on Python also. So all of these things are included in the data science program, Maruti. Krishna, yes, we'll send across the recording link to you by tomorrow. Asma, your question is Python is used for scripting, also object-oriented programming for software development. So how data science using Python is not considered into development? Okay. So Asma, the point is Python is a very, I would say, is a full-fledged programming language and a very versatile language. Apart from being able to do software development in Python, you can also create, web apps, etc. in Python. That is the development part of Python. When we talk about using Python for data science, Python comes with certain libraries in it which are specifically meant for data science work. Libraries like scikit-learn, NumPy, SciPy, all these TensorFlow, Keras, etc. They are all meant to analyze data. So that is the data science part of Python, and we are not doing any development over there. We are not creating any softwares or apps over there. Yes, if you want, you can definitely look to create a web-based app for your data science product, but that's not really the focus here. The focus is more on training you in how to analyze data using Python, or how to create machine learning products using Python. I hope that answered your question, Asma. Shashank, yes, you'll get access to the recording. Sivaram, your question is, any real case project available for big data course? What type of certificate do you get at the end of this big data course? Can you get recognition in industry without Wiley certificate? Sivaram, in the big data course, you will be working on a real world project, right? Which is from the e-commerce domain. As I said, it's already been implemented in a company in the past, and you'll be working on it at your end so that you can also mention it on your CV. The certificate you get at the end of this big data course is from Edvancer once you complete a project, and from Wiley once you give the Wiley examination after paying the examination fees. Whether you can get recognition in the industry without Wiley certificate, it is absolutely possible. I mean, earlier we did not have a tie-up with Wiley, and our students still, were picked up as developers and architects. Similarly, now also you can do it, except that if you have the added advantage of Wiley on your CV, why not use that, right? It's Wiley is the world's largest education company, and it's obviously got more recognition than Advancer would ever. Hemakumar, your question is growth in the DS area. So, if you mean growth in the data science industry, I think I have already showcased a lot of the statistics there. Let me just bring that up. Right. So, this is one chart where you see the number of job openings increasing every year. This is another chart where you'll again see the number of job openings in India on a monthly basis. The kind of tools and places, locations where you can get jobs. So the data science industry is booming. It is growing rapidly, and more companies are getting into data science. Honestly, Indian corporates are just starting off understanding what is data science. When they actually understand it and get into hiring people, creating jobs around it, the job boom will be even bigger. That is probably 2 years away. And anyone who enters the industry at the start of a boom definitely benefits a huge amount. Divya, your question is, you have 3 years of work experience in retail banking. Which course shall I take? So, Divya, for you, the course which will be suitable is the data science program. That will be more suitable for you, and you can definitely, look for opportunities in banking analytics, financial services analytics, or even outside banking, given a low amount of experience that you have. Sonal, your question is, will AI be part of this course? So, Sonal, when we talk about machine learning, that is, AI is part of machine learning as such. Yes, there are many more advanced techniques which we are not covering as in this course, which are part of AI, but we are coming up with a separate course for that. Now, those are really advanced techniques, which is not everyone's cup of tea, and hence we are keeping it apart from this course. Siddharth, your question is, you have 7 years of experience with General Mills as category management support for US retailers like Walmart and Target. You have experience in Nielsen and retailer specific databases. Will your experience be considered valid, and what would be my opportunity areas? That's great, Siddharth, because General Mills is also one of our clients as far as training and hiring is concerned. So quite clearly we know and understand what goes on within General Mills also. Your experience is mainly into supporting category management for retailers, and that's where your domain experience comes to the fore. You will be a great fit for Walmart and Target's data science teams based out of Bangalore. Even you are already working on Nielsen database, and Nielsen also has a data science team, so that is something you'll be suitable for. We have been talking with certain retailers, and they are also looking to hire people. So quite clearly, retail is a big focus. I mean, big area as far as data science job opportunities are concerned, and you stand a great chance. You even stand a chance to move internally in General Mills if you desire that, Siddharth. Krishna, your question is you have 10 years of experience in Oracle PL SQL. After you learn the data scientist course, should you apply for a job as a fresher in data science while switching to next company? Absolutely not, Krishna. I mean, you have experience in ETL using SQL. So that's a fairly, I would say, reasonable experience to have to get into data science at a lateral level itself. You don't need to apply at a fresher level. Hemakumar, your question is on the long run, does the data science professional become CIO, CTO, CEO? So, Hemakumar, there's actually a new acronym, CDO, which is the Chief Data Officer, which is where senior data scientists are now moving into as the chief data officer. Yes, in many companies over a period of time, the chief information officer will also be from a data science background. In fact, any company now, the CIO, CTO have to have some kind of data science knowledge, anyways, because a lot of the technology work is also getting more data oriented. CEO, maybe, maybe not. That is still debatable. Rockefeller will be great to get your name, but your question is data science with Python is quite wide. NumPy, SciPy, Scikit-learn, Pandas, yes, Gephi. Is it enough for a good data science career? So I think these libraries in Python for the moment are great to get and start your career in data science. Of course, technology keeps changing over a period of time. So for last year, we got TensorFlow, which is a new library in Python released by Google. There's Keras, there's Theano. So these are new libraries coming up for things like deep learning, etc. So you keep having to learn new things in this industry. Krishna, once you join the course, in case you miss a particular class, would you get option to download the recording of that class? So Krishna, unfortunately, we don't allow downloading of videos, and that is where we provide you lifetime access. So you can log in 24 by 7 to our LMS, go through the video whenever you want, right? But you won't be able to download it. And that is because of copyright issues, of course. Kanaka, your question is certification is mandatory in data science to get a job? Kanaka, there's nothing like mandatory, right? No job description today asks for a certification in data science. What they ask for is, we want these skill sets. Do you have these skill sets? And can you prove that you know these skills and can work hands-on on them? That is what they want to know. Certification is an added advantage on your CV. It helps to prove to the employer that yes, it is quite possible that this person knows it, and hence let us interview this person. That is what a certification does. But no company makes it mandatory to have a certification. Krishna, this training will be extremely hands on. There will be a lot of assignments, projects, as I have already mentioned. So, whatever you are learning in this course will be hands on. Let me put it that way. Vishal, your question is you are working with a telecom network with 3.5 years of experience. Which course is suitable for you, and is these experience countable? You do not have any experience of programming language. So Vishal, basically, if you can just tell me what exactly you do when you say you're working with telecom network. Rockefeller is your name and you're from Cameroon. Oh, that's awesome. I'm sorry, I didn't know that. I thought this was just some pseudonym you came up with. Great to have you here. So Vishal, just waiting for your response. What exactly do you do? So guys, I have also reached the end of the list of questions. So if you have any further questions, please do ask. I'll be happy to answer. I am also opening up a small poll on your screen. This is just for us to understand the numbers. Your responses are anonymous. So you just need to click on the radio button to give us your response. That's all. I look forward to all of you responding. As a support type job, Vishal, you are saying. So honestly, Vishal, that experience won't really be counted if you're working in telecom support, unless you get a job into telecom analytics, right? So if you're working in a certain telecom company and they have openings in data science or analytics, there you'll be definitely a very good fit where your experience will also get considered. But otherwise, if you're moving out from telecom, that will be, you'll be considered as a fresher. Yes, Krishna, we provide lots of course material, reading material, the R, SAS code, Python codes, which you will be using in the course, data sets, assignments, solutions to the assignments, all of these things will be provided to you. Okay, any further questions? Guys, I'll be closing the poll also in a minute, so just feel free to put in your response. Shaurya, your question is how much time do we get to complete those assignments? So, Shaurya, the assignments are more practice oriented, so it is up to you to complete them. We are not really asking you to submit them. The projects are the one which you need to submit, and we'll give you certain amount of time to do it. So, you'll start working on the projects while your classes are going on. You'll have about 2 to 3 weeks to submit one part, and then post the classes ending, you'll have about a month to submit the other part. So the projects are also divided into parts, and we'll give you sufficient time to complete those projects. Okay, closing the poll in 10 seconds. Anyone left to vote, please do so. Krishna, your question is, would I get option to clarify with trainer or mentor in middle of weekdays through online? So Krishna, what we suggest is that you always put your question up first on our forum where the instructor or the faculty will answer you. If you want a greater discussion or something, you will just need to email the faculty and maybe he or she can set up a schedule call with you. Okay, guys, if there are no further questions, I thank you all for your time so far in this session. Thank you for joining, and I will look forward to each one of you joining the course. Thanks so much. Any further questions in case you have, do get in touch with us. I'm very sorry, I should have shown you our contact details also right in front of you, right here. Feel free to contact us here and we'll be happy to help you out. Thank you so much for being here.